because he got the dick between his legs.
Well, he got money.
Yeah, you submit to things. You're not submitting to the principle of what it is and how you supposed to show him respect. Respect is weird.
And 9 times out of 10, like niggas was talking about, it's mostly like a financial game or something like that.
Yeah, but when you talking about older women dealing with younger guys, it's normally fucking, you know. It's normally sex. We fucking around, that's what it is. You ain't looking for nothing with me. If you looking for something with me, it's because things done fail with an older man. You can't do shit like you normally do, or them older niggas know you ain't about shit, so they not going for that shit. Or they just not willing to simply to do certain shit that you want.
That's true. And that's why a lot of relationships don't last like they supposed to. But as far as the whole maintaining kids thing and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, it's not yours and shit. You gotta have some kind of, you can't be selective with that shit. Either want the advice or just don't ask for it.
You put it like this. Just to let everybody know, unless you meet a sorry ass mama, you come after them kids.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, no matter how much bread you make, no matter what. But you're making this bread for her and her family. You're not making this money for y'all.
That's alright though. That's alright. It's just the thing about it is how they go about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, with my situation, don't ask me about what I feel like the kids should be doing or me talking to the kids, but then when I give you my opinion on it, on the side type shit, you get offended.
Yeah.
Because if you want your kids to have structure, you will allow the structure to enter in their lives, no matter how it gets there, as long as it's structural and it's positive and it's not a bullshit message. Because I would never tell them nothing bad, but at the same time, I know that, like, I can't tell them shit. Because if I did, that'd be an argument for nothing. Trying to look out, trying to do what you want me to do and help out.
Well, it's just gonna come down to the fact of dealing with, you're not my daddy, and all that type of shit. And no nigga wants to hear that, especially when you don't put the time and effort in with a kid.
And you know your daddy ain't gonna tell them the same thing anyway.
Mm-hmm. You know they daddy don't give a fuck. They daddy worried about them.
That's the part to talk to them about shit like that. Because if it's in your genetics, if it's in your genes, a nigga that's not your bloodline can't tell you that shit. Uncle, cousin, nephew, whatever, because that's what's in your genetics. But that's one of the biggest contradicting things outside of big joints naming themselves after food they don't eat. Cherry Monroe, Apple Bottom, Miss Peach, Strawberry Cane, or some shit like that. And you see the bitch and all you see is pictures up here from titties to head up. You're not being inconspicuous, bitch. Just because your face is skinny don't mean your body is too. And not that we're talking about bad about, you know what I'm saying, big women or nothing like that, but just be realistic with yourself. Don't name yourself Miss Apple Bottom and you don't eat apples. Name yourself Miss Ham Hog, Miss Pork Chop.
Damn.
Miss Steak and Gravy.
I ain't saying name yourself no healthy shit if you ain't healthy. Just like I'm not telling you to sit here and promote some shit that you don't do, period. But I ain't with that shit, man. I dated this white girl one time. She was a big girl. Man, this motherfucker had a Miss Piggy tattoo, and I hated it.
No, that's different. That's
I hated it, bro.
That's low self-esteem.
Like, bro, I hated it. I hated it.
But Miss Piggy's supposed to be a bad bitch, though.
She's a fucking pig.
Pigs can't be bad.
If you cook it wrong.
Okay.
That's about it, but I hated that fucking tattoo, man.
I would too.
And she was trying to explain it to me and shit, and I'm sitting here the whole time like, why she had to tell me?
So what was the explanation behind it?
Well, bottom line, because she was fat.
Outside of that?
And people used to, you know, talk shit about her, so that was her embracing it. That was.
Is that a good thing, or is that? I mean, would you take it as a bad thing, though?
I mean, you shouldn't. Okay, I'll say this, because I ain't no skinny nigga, but I'll say this: if you're gonna embrace your size, which ain't wrong, that's what you're supposed to do. Embrace yourself. Have enough confidence to believe in who you are and what you can do. Know your limitations and shit. That's cool. But my whole thing is this: like, when somebody describes you, is it physical or is it eternal?
Must have physical.
Do you? Yeah, you only thinking the physical. That what that shit showed me. You only looking at the physical. You're so worried about yourself and, you know, got low self-esteem that you worrying that every guy wants the next girl and stuff like that. So you feel like you gotta do the most to get a nigga's attention. You got to do more to be seen, which I understand. But at the same token, it's more to you than your size.
It's your personality.
Yeah. Like, are you a cool person? Are you a bitch? Are you an asshole? Like, you know, that's what I'm looking at. And when I was younger, only thing I focused on was the physical. What you look like, chasing the girl. Well, chasing the girl gets tiresome.
Yeah, you can't run for so long.
And it's like, at the end of the day, you spending your money, you spending your time and your efforts, and she's entertaining everybody she wants to. Now, I ain't saying the ugly bitch don't, because she entertaining every nigga too, because she don't get that attention normally. So when she gets it, she enjoys it.
And she gonna show the fuck out too.
But my thing is this: if I'm this type of person, if I could find that one that got my back, I could pinpoint and know what's up with her. I know she ain't on no crazy shit. I ain't got to check it behind her or worry about what she got going on.
Mm-hmm.
I could trust you to hold shit down when I'm not around. That's shit I look for. Damn, you look at a bitch and you like, man, she the baddest bitch out here. She gonna get old one day.
Oh yeah, that shit gonna go downhill quick.
You like her because she got some big ass titties. She might have breast cancer and get her titties chopped off one day. And you still gonna love her? You never know. You don't know how this shit gonna go. So you base your shit off of everything physical and what they looking like, bro, you probably ain't never.
It's probably a scientific fact too, nigga. Big titties and breast cancer kind of, don't they go hand in hand in a certain way?
No, it's some bitches with bird chests that get that. It's fucked up. That, I mean, now that's something I don't know. If you get breast cancer and you ain't got no titties, really, how would you go by getting that shit taken out? Like, that shit is crazy right there. Like, do you just not got no chest?
Probably.
You
built like me.
Damn.
And I'm thick too. 220 something, like a bitch with the boot. Now, this is another episode of the Hot Box 30-minute smoke break podcast.
Yes, sir.
Just trying to talk about some real shit this time around, man. Not too much silliness. I mean, we're gonna crack jokes, but you know, just some man shit right now. You know, just trying to figure out the contradiction behind relationships when it comes down to men without kids and women with kids, and vice versa. But majority, more so on the side of men not having kids and dealing with women with kids. Because, to be honest with you, that's kind of what we living in now. But ladies, is like, if you're gonna deal with a man without kids and you expect him to be a certain way towards your kids, you got to be able to accept all that he says, comes with, and everything. As long as it's not no bullshit or he downplaying your kids or nothing like that.
Or trying to hurt him with anything.
You know what I'm saying? Anything. You know,
anything that's negative.
Yeah, you gotta let that shit breathe.
But positive enforcement, that's what everybody needs. Everybody need that.
And see, the thing is that the reason why it's a two-parent household when it comes to mother and father is because the father's the structure, the mother is the emotional support. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she the
What is
nurture.
it, spare a ride, spoil a child or some shit like that?
Spare a ride, spoil a child.
Never understood what that shit mean. I just knew it meant something about ass whipping and spoiling, right?
Basically, child rearing is necessary. You can't have no kid out here thinking that they making all the decisions. Like, even, it's simple to me, but this is why the world is so jacked up like it is to me. It's too much choice in what you do. Now, I ain't saying everything from back in the day was right, because that getting fucked by one of your family members and keeping it a secret your whole life and shit, nobody talk about it type shit, that was some dumb shit back in the day.
What?
People was doing that.
I know fucking their cousins, that's how they got the practice in.
Well, not even that. Getting touched by somebody, getting molested. People that done got touched. They was told not to talk about it back then.
Shit, it still do.
Yeah, but more so back then. Hell, nowadays, kids call the cops on their parents. Parents going to jail, yeah, because they didn't get what they want. Man, back in the day, wasn't no calling no police. Police get called for life or death situations. But police ain't called just for, I got in trouble, I ain't get my way. Nigga, even if my parents had a strap in the house, we would have never thought about taking that shit to school.
No.
I wasn't never scared of nobody at school. I was more so worried about getting in trouble, and then I got to go home.
That was my thing too. But
then,
before we get to that though, just know that if a nigga say something about your kids and it's in a structural manner, listen to it, regardless if he got kids or not. Because a lot of the times, you know, it's not about living the lifestyle, it's more so about perspective. Outside looking in type shit. And sometimes people who have the clear view of your situation are the people who looking from the outside. You know what I'm saying? Looking through that window. Because while you in the house, yeah, you can't talk shit about somewhere you can't get in, but if you can see inside that motherfucker, you can see everything that's wrong with it.
How can you be with somebody but not want to listen to their point of view? To me, that don't even make sense. To me.
It's a contradiction. It's like you don't respect their opinion in a sense.
If you don't respect my opinion, how can you respect me? What do you respect? Do you respect me, or do you respect what I have? Do you respect what I got? Do you respect what I'm able to do? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or how I do it.
Yeah. What is it that really makes you? Do you really care about me? That's the question. That shit is bad when you with somebody. You gotta wonder that. Like, what is this, man?
What kind of situation we going through?
Yeah, like, what is this, man?
What part of the game is that?
Yeah. Because this shit right here is getting sketchy, man.
I think that's what's wrong with just dating in general. I feel like, just as far as within the black community, I feel like women feel like they have to be way too strong. And it's okay being strong, but then when you look for guidance within a male, but you still want to hold that super strong mindset, we just wasting our time.
If you're a dominant woman, because you had to be dominant because you dealt with some poo-put ass niggas. Once you deal with a strong-minded man, don't give me that shit, oh, he's this, he's that, because he has a fucking brain. Now, a lot of people don't like you to think. They just like for you to do robotics, like puppeteers or some shit.
And shut the fuck up.
They want you to do certain shit they want you to do. Don't do nothing extra. I had a girl tell me one time, Raekwon, why you always talking so deep all the time?
What you mean?
I had to cut her loose. How you gonna tell me I'm talking too deep?
I had one like that too. Why everything gotta be deep with you?
Why everything so basic with you?
Yeah, after that we didn't hang out no more.
No, man. If I know something, right, and you don't want to take the knowledge from me, you stupid as fuck.
I can't fuck with you. You ain't willing to learn nothing. I can't even take you nowhere to get no money because you want to talk over everybody. I know this, I know that. No, you don't. These motherfuckers is millionaires, billionaires. You know what I'm saying? The shit, even if they got multi-thousands in their bank account, 500,000, that's still more than what you got. You need to listen to that shit. Figure out how you got that shit. And go from figuring out how you got that shit, figuring out how you can maneuver on your own shit.
My whole thing is, sometimes it's not even all about. See, that's what people fuck up at. That's why the world is where it's at. People think that you don't make sense unless you make money, and don't want to listen to nobody without it. But the people you listening to is leading your ass right to where they ain't at. Or where they was and they ain't there no more. Nigga, they writing you a picture, painting a story for you so they can get paid off of this shit. Them niggas ain't living in no trap. Gucci Mane can tell you whatever he want to. But guess what Gucci Mane ain't doing no more?
Trapping.
He ain't trapping. He ain't smoking no weed. He ain't doing none of that shit no more. Drinking no drink. None of that shit.
And even if he is, he ain't putting that shit on camera no more.
Hell no, nigga. He being smart about shit. And you sitting here trying to be trap god. You sitting here trying to be this. You trying to be that. These niggas got money. You trying to follow them, man. You broke. Why don't you listen to somebody that's like, I ain't never had no problem with listening to older people. I always like hanging with older people. All my friends is older. Always was the person that soaked up information from older people like a sponge.
You only successful around the people you hang with for no reason at all. If you're around somebody who in the streets every day doing the same thing all the time, you can't learn nothing from that nigga because the only thing he knows is that. But if you're dealing with somebody who does multiple ventures, regardless if it's making a whole bunch of bread or not, you know that you need to learn something from them because they got the wherewithal to be able to manage multiple different business ventures. Now listen to this. Nigga really be damn on YouTube with the shit. That's what I was telling you, nigga. Musical ear is different. I think you got to be able to expand upon your talents and stuff too.
That's one thing that I'll say, adding on to what you just said, expanding on your talents. That's why it's important to travel. And that's why it's important to, you can stay in the country, but if you can and it's safe travels, I ain't telling you to do nothing crazy. Man, we gotta go abroad sometimes. It's a mind opener, man. It really is, bro. Like, yeah, that's a must. Being around different vibes, different situations. I'm a person that I'm like a chameleon. You put me in the trap, I'm one of the niggas. Mm-hmm. You put me in the church,
I'm one of them niggas.
Yeah. you put me at work,
I'm one of them niggas. You put me around white people, you definitely one of them niggas.
I'm always gonna be me. I'm never gonna change. But I'm always willing to learn too. And adjust. Adjusting is the key to life.
Speaking of adjustment, that's why I be trying to tell my homeboys to do music and shit like that, to kind of listen to me when it comes down to certain things. Because even though I don't do music personally, like I told you, this is like the third, fourth, fifth beat that I done had somewhere, heard, played, saved, I thought about doing something with, and then I went back to it, and the rappers either done used the beat exactly, remixed it, or done multiple things with it. Now, my bullshitting, right?
No, you right.
Because this is the exact song I sent you. And it's crazy because it's like when you got people around you that kind of have that natural sight, ear for everything. I respect your ambition, Willie, but you got to have vision. Yeah. If you around a nigga with vision, you gotta listen to that motherfucker regardless if you're doing something in your traffic or not. You know what I'm saying? Because that nigga can put you in the right lane to go to the right place. A lot of motherfuckers don't want to hear that shit though, because they feel like if you, like you said, if you ain't making sense. A lot of other motherfuckers feel like if you ain't doing what they doing, you ain't got no know-how to know what to do. That's why some of the best game I've ever learned in my life came from like crackheads and shit like that.
Cause they ain't stupid. They just make some fucked up decisions in life, man.
Yeah.
But them niggas, they got knowledge. They done been around, bro. It's some crackheads that I see to this day. Knew my dad from back in the day and shit like that.
Motherfuckers smart as hell, no shit.
Hey man, every time I see them, I treat them like what they are.
Crackheads?
No.
Oh.
Men. Respectful. I treat them with respect. I treat them like they was anybody else. I don't treat you no less. How can I treat you any less than anybody could treat me? People could look down on me just like I could look down on you. So I ain't here to judge. I ain't the judge. Shit, I'm waiting to be judged just like everybody else.
Nigga, I gotta go see the judge tomorrow. So I know I can't say nothing. You know what I mean? So niggas, man, just be out of bounds and out of place for a lot of shit.
Yeah. And back to what you said about having sight but no vision.
Ambition, Willie, ambition.
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that when I run into them from high school and shit, people like, yo man, where you been? Yo, where you been? Yo, where you been, man? Like you disappeared. A lot of people tell me that, bro. You don't know how many times I hear that shit. So that's why when I seen that shit on the comments on that reel we did, it was funny to me because, nigga, this is everybody's thought process on me.
Like,
yo,
what the fuck?
And you know why they ain't seen me?
Because you don't be around.
Nah, because they got sight but no vision.
So
I can't
you
have
read before you came over here.
Huh?
You read before you came over here.
That shit is something that's I'm serious about, and I'm adamant about that. I can't have that type of shit around me. I can't do the shit I used to. How can I do the shit I used to and think I'm gonna get a different result? That's insanity. That's doing the same shit over and over again, expecting a different result.
That's literally the definition of insanity.
Yeah. So I can't do that shit no more. Yeah, you don't never come through the neighborhood no more. I can't be through there no more. I can't do that shit no more, man.
Niggas don't be doing that for real anyway.
No, niggas doing the same shit they was doing back in the day. Still asking, yo, you got a cigarette? I stopped smoking cigarettes a few years back.
Like, goddamn, what? Niggas thought, could have swore you said I started sucking dick a couple days ago. Did you?
Hell no, that's that Scorpio shit.
It's Scorpio season. You better watch your motherfucking mouth, niggas coming up.
I know.
Towards the end of this month, bitch.
Yeah. You can get your D appointment for the end of this month.
I don't give them. Get them, I give them. Anyway. Since y'all got low attention span, man, we're gonna try to keep it short. This is another episode of 30 Minutes Spoke Break Podcast, Hot Bike episode.
We appreciate y'all tuning in. We appreciate y'all the support. Hey,
make sure y'all like, comment, subscribing, man, comment, share, follow us on Instagram, Pornhub, Xvideos, She'sFreaky.com, and other websites like that. You can also catch me on Christian Mingle at slickwit.com, slickwit_the ruler. Slickwit, 2 words, _ the ruler. You mean 1 word? You get what I'm saying, bitch. 1 word for both of them. This right here is
Quan got it. You can find me on Instagram, KWON, no QUAN. Not that Q shit like most people say. There was Quan, KWON, GOTTI.
Remember it, nigga. Quan got it.
Yeah, nigga. Got
KWON.
I'm high.
ITT.
Yeah.
_
What?
IT.
You ain't.
Listen. If you can't find me online, man, just check me at your mama's house.
Yeah, bitch.